Have you ever wondered how the epic romance of Titanic stacks up against another great love story, The Notebook? Well, today we're setting the stage for a cinematic face-off between these two iconic films. On one side, we have Titanic, a poignant tale of love, loss, and survival set against the backdrop of one of history's most infamous maritime disasters. Its main characters, Jack and Rose, are etched into our hearts as a symbol of enduring love. On the other side, we have The Notebook, a heart-rending story of love defying the odds of time, memory, and societal norms. This film revolves around Noah and Allie, whose love story is as timeless as it is touching. Both these movies have redefined romance in cinema, capturing the hearts of millions worldwide. So how do they compare? Buckle up, movie buffs, we're about to dive deep into these two cinematic masterpieces. Every great love story begins with a memorable first meeting, doesn't it? Think about Titanic's Jack and Rose. Their encounter is nothing short of cinematic brilliance. A high society lady, Rose, contemplates jumping off the ship, only to be saved by a lower-class artist, Jack. It's a dramatic introduction, laden with tension, danger, and the immediate spark of connection. It's a meeting that defies the boundaries of their social standings, with Jack's wit and charm pulling Rose back from the edge, both metaphorically and literally. Now, let's flip the pages to another love story. Just as poignant, just as unforgettable, The Notebook. Here we have Noah and Allie, two young souls from different social strata who meet at a carnival. Unlike the high-stakes drama of Titanic, their encounter is more playful, more innocent. Noah, smitten by Allie, goes to humorous lengths to get her attention, even threatening to drop from a Ferris wheel if she doesn't agree to a date. It's youthful, it's reckless, and it's brimming with the electricity of first love. In both stories, the chemistry is palpable from the get-go. Jack's earnestness against Rose's skepticism, Noah's persistence against Allie's initial indifference. It's like watching fireworks burst into the night sky, isn't it? But while the sparks fly, there's also an immediate impact, an undeniable shift in the lives of these characters. For Rose, Jack becomes her beacon of hope, her escape from a stifling existence. For Allie, Noah becomes the key to a world of passion and freedom she's never known. Yet, despite the similarities, there's a stark contrast in the way social class dynamics play out. In Titanic, the class divide is a looming specter, a constant threat to Jack and Rose's blossoming love. In contrast, The Notebook's Noah and Allie face societal pressure, but their love story is more about overcoming personal barriers than class ones. While both initial encounters are loaded with chemistry, they offer a stark contrast in terms of social class dynamics, don't they? Now that we've met our couples, let's see how their love stories unfold. In Titanic, Jack and Rose's love story is a classic tale of forbidden love. They're from different worlds. Jack, a penniless artist, and Rose, a first-class passenger engaged to a wealthy man. Yet they find a connection that transcends their societal roles. The ship becomes their playground, a space where they can be free from the constraints of society. Their love story is marked by stolen moments, clandestine meetings, and a whirlwind romance. In contrast, the love story in our comparison film takes a different trajectory. Here, our couple starts as friends, their bond growing stronger over shared experiences and mutual respect. They face their own set of challenges, not from societal norms, but from external threats and their personal demons. Their love story is a slow burn, a gradual buildup that leads to a powerful climax. Both love stories are marked by obstacles and sacrifices. In Titanic, Jack sacrifices his life for Rose, choosing to stay in the freezing ocean so she can survive on the floating door. In our comparison film, our leading man makes a similar sacrifice, putting his lover's needs above his own in a moment of crisis. In both films, the defining moments of these love stories are not grand gestures, but intimate moments. In Titanic, it's when Jack shows Rose his sketches, sharing a piece of his world with her, or when they dance together in the ship's third-class section. In our comparison film, it's the quiet moments they share, their conversations that reveal their fears and hopes, their shared laughter and tears. Each love story is unique, yet they share common themes: the power of love against all odds, the sacrifices made in the name of love, and the unforgettable moments that define their relationships. These stories show us that love is not just about grand gestures and passionate declarations. It's about the small moments, the sacrifices, and the shared experiences that make a relationship truly special. In both films, love is a powerful force that defies societal norms and personal obstacles. Every film reaches a moment of truth, a climax. How do our films handle this critical juncture? Titanic and our chosen counterpart both share an emotional intensity that is unparalleled. These films, though they thread different narratives, converge at the pinnacle of their stories, gripping the audience with a raw, visceral tension that seems to hum through the screen. Let's delve into Titanic first. The climax of Titanic is a heart-wrenching spectacle. The ship's inevitable descent into the icy abyss of the Atlantic, the frantic scramble for lifeboats, the desperate prayers for survival. It's a whirlwind of chaos and despair. It's not just about the sinking ship, but the sinking hearts of our star-crossed lovers, Jack and Rose. This climax is a testament to the human spirit, to love and to sacrifice. Now, let's pivot to our other movie. The climax here is a different beast altogether. It's not a disaster movie, so the stakes are not life and death. Yet, the emotional stakes are just as high. The climax is a wrenching confrontation, a moment of truth that tests the mettle of the characters. It's a collision of choices and consequences, a dance of love and loss. The characters are pushed to their limits, their relationships strained to breaking point. The film explores the depths of human emotions, the lengths we go to for love, and the sacrifices we are willing to make. In both films, the climax is a crucible that tests and transforms the characters. It's the point where they must make tough decisions, where their true selves are laid bare. Whether it's Jack's selfless sacrifice in Titanic or the poignant choices of our characters in the other film, these moments are charged with raw emotion. While the climaxes differ greatly in their nature, they both deliver a heavy emotional punch, leaving audiences breathless. The climactic scenes are poignant reminders of the highs and lows of human experience, the beauty of love and the pain of loss. All good things must come to an end, but how do our films say goodbye? As we draw the curtains on our comparison of Titanic and its kindred spirit, we find ourselves at the endings, the final moments that leave an indelible imprint on our hearts. The closure they offer, the emotional payoff, and their impact are all vital elements that shape our lasting impressions of these cinematic masterpieces. In Titanic, we have an ending steeped in bittersweet emotions. The poignant scene of Rose dropping the heart of the ocean into the sea, a symbol of her eternal love for Jack. It's a moment of catharsis, a full circle that ties the present to the past, underscoring the enduring power of love. The final scene, where Rose reunites with Jack on the grand staircase of the Titanic in her dream, is a metaphoric depiction of their eternal bond, leaving us teary-eyed yet fulfilled. Our comparable film, on the other hand, offers an ending that is equally powerful, yet distinct in its narrative. The protagonists, much like Rose and Jack, face insurmountable odds. The climax is a heart-wrenching crescendo of emotions, leading to an ending that leaves us pondering about the fragility and strength of human connections. The narrative thread, much like in Titanic, is tied up neatly, offering closure and an emotional payoff that resonates deeply. But what truly sets these endings apart is their shared ability to evoke a sense of loss and yet a profound sense of love. They remind us of the transience of human life, yet the permanence of human emotions. They make us mourn the loss of characters we've grown so attached to, and yet celebrate the undying love that outlives them. In essence, both Titanic and its cinematic counterpart offer endings that are beautifully crafted and emotionally charged. They leave us with a lump in our throat and a warmth in our hearts, a testament to the power of storytelling. Both endings are poignant in their own way, leaving us with a sense of loss, love, and the enduring power of human connection. We've journeyed through these films together. Now let's summarize our findings. Both Titanic and The Notebook offer us compelling narratives of love against all odds. They share a similar theme of star-crossed lovers, but each film presents this in its own unique way. Titanic dazzles us with the grandeur of a luxury liner and a love that transcends social class, while The Notebook captivates with its rustic charm and a tale of enduring love that overcomes memory loss. Yet they diverge in their emotional climaxes. Titanic leaves us with the heartbreaking tragedy of a love cut short, while The Notebook offers a bittersweet ending of two lives intertwined till the very end. In terms of storytelling, both films employ flashbacks to narrate their love stories, but Titanic uses it as a framing device, while The Notebook uses it as a narrative tool to reveal the past. Whether it's the grandeur of Titanic or the rustic charm of The Notebook, both films give us unforgettable love stories that continue to move audiences around the world.